20 ways to boost your Wi-Fi signal. These days, having a slow Wi-Fi connection can be more than frustrating. Whether you're working from home or you just want to watch a movie on Netflix, improving your Wi-Fi can also improve your quality of life. Here are a few tips and tricks to help you boost your Wi-Fi speed and range, so you can get the strongest signal anywhere in your home. Do a Wi-Fi speed test. Before you start changing your Wi-Fi router's setting or upgrading your hardware, you should do a quick speed test to see how fast your Wi-Fi really is. You can easily do this on your computer or smartphone. Once you have your speed test results, compare them to the maximum speeds advertised in your internet plan. If your download and upload speeds are significantly lower than what you are paying for, there might be something slowing down your Wi-Fi. Use the 5 GHz network. Oh, you might have a faster internet connection than you think, but you're just not using it. Many Wi-Fi routers these days use 2 different radio frequency bands to transmit data wirelessly. The 2.4 GHz band is slower with a longer range, while the 5 GHz band is much faster with a shorter range. So, if you want to boost your Wi-Fi signal speed, all you need to do is connect your device to the 5 GHz Wi-Fi network. On the other hand, if you want to connect to devices that are far away from your router, you should connect your device to the 2.4 GHz network. In order to find out if you have a dual-band router and what each Wi-Fi network is called, you might have to log into your router to access your settings. All routers are different, but you should be able to see your Wi-Fi network names, also known as SSID, in the wireless section. Change your Wi-Fi channel. Wi-Fi bands are also split up into different channels, and your Wi-Fi speeds can slow down if too many people are using the same channel at once. So, you can boost your Wi-Fi signal speed by changing to a less crowded Wi-Fi channel, especially if you live in a densely populated area. If you are using the 2.4 GHz band, you should use channels 1, 6, or 11 because they are the only 3 channels that don't overlap with each other. If you are using the 5 GHz band, you might want to choose channels 36, 40, 44, or 48, which are used for domestic purposes. Change your router's QoS settings. Some newer Wi-Fi routers have a feature called Quality of Service (QoS), which allows you to prioritize traffic to certain devices or apps. This is a great way to stop a few bandwidth-hungry devices from slowing down your entire Wi-Fi network. For example, you can prioritize traffic to your computer to make sure that your video calls won't drop or lag. Then, if someone else starts surfing the web or streaming a 4K movie on the same Wi-Fi network, their devices will slow down before your computer does. Most older routers won't have QoS settings, while newer routers will let you set specific bandwidth caps for any devices, apps, or programs. Check your router's manual or the manufacturer's online documentation to see what kind of QoS settings are available on your device, and how you can access them. Update your router's firmware. Updating your router's firmware ensures that you're using the latest security features on your network. It will also help repair bugs and fix connectivity issues that could be slowing down your Wi-Fi signal. The steps for updating your router's firmware will depend on what kind of router you have. Some routers will update automatically, while others require you to download a file from the manufacturer's website and then upload that file in your router's settings page. Use a strong Wi-Fi password. Using a strong Wi-Fi password will keep your neighbors from stealing your Wi-Fi and slowing your network down. If you have a weak Wi-Fi password or you don't use one at all, hackers can also breach your network and steal your personal information, such as your bank details. To keep your Wi-Fi network secure, log into your router to change the name and password of your Wi-Fi networks. However, it is important to note that once you change your Wi-Fi name or password, you will then have to reconnect all your devices to your network manually. Change your router's security settings. After you log into your router, you can also boost your Wi-Fi signal speeds by changing your security settings. If your router gives you the option, you will get the best protection and the fastest Wi-Fi speeds by using WPA2 security with AES encryption. According to tests, changing your security settings to WPA2 can double or triple your Wi-Fi speeds, especially if you've been using WEP, Wired Equivalent Privacy, security. However, the new WPA3 protocol offers faster encryption, but it still doesn't work with the majority of devices yet. Reboot your modem and router. If your Wi-Fi suddenly slows down or stops working, the quickest way to fix it is to reboot your router and modem. Rebooting your router and modem will reset your network and all your connections, which could instantly boost your Wi-Fi signal. You can easily reboot your router and modem by unplugging them for 60 seconds. However, this can change the IP addresses of your connected devices, which means you might have to reconnect them to your Wi-Fi network afterward. Reposition your router's antennas. If your router has adjustable antennas, you shouldn't position them all straight up and down. A Wi-Fi signal emanates outward from the antennas, so you can boost your signal by pointing them perpendicular to each other. In an interview with Mac Observer, Watt said that some MacBooks were designed to receive Wi-Fi signals horizontally, while others receive Wi-Fi signals vertically. Positioning your antennas perpendicularly will also help if you live in a multi-story home. This way, you can cover one floor with the horizontal signal, and the other floors will be covered by the vertical signal. Move your router. Since most routers send Wi-Fi signals out in all directions, you should place it in a central location to get the best signal throughout your home. Wi-Fi signals also get absorbed by walls, so you should place your router in an open location near the center of your home. You can also boost your Wi-Fi signal by placing your router as high as possible. However, you want to avoid placing your router near any metal objects, like your fridge. This is because Wi-Fi signals bounce off metal surfaces instead of passing through them. You should also avoid placing your router near a fish tank, pool, or tub because water absorbs Wi-Fi signals. Replace your router's antennas. If your router came with detachable antennas, you can boost your Wi-Fi signal by replacing or upgrading them. You can either get omnidirectional antennas, which can send and receive signals in all directions, or directional antennas to boost the range of your Wi-Fi network. When shopping for a directional Wi-Fi antenna, you want to look for a high dBi level, which indicates how far your Wi-Fi signal will travel. You should also look for high-gain antennas, which further focus your Wi-Fi signal and boost your network's range. Use a Wi-Fi adapter. If you are experiencing slow Wi-Fi speeds on your computer or laptop, you might want to invest in a Wi-Fi adapter. All you have to do is plug this device into your computer's USB port, and it can instantly upgrade your built-in Wi-Fi capabilities. Using a Wi-Fi adapter is the cheapest and easiest way to boost your Wi-Fi signal, especially if you have an older computer. You can easily triple your Wi-Fi speeds with a Wi-Fi adapter, and it can even give your computer the ability to use both frequency bands. Use a Wi-Fi repeater or extender. If you have any Wi-Fi dead zones in your home, you can use a Wi-Fi repeater or extender to bring the internet to you. Both of these devices use your existing Wi-Fi network to boost your Wi-Fi signal range, but they can also cause your Wi-Fi speeds to slow down. A Wi-Fi repeater connects to your existing Wi-Fi network wirelessly and rebroadcasts that signal. However, a Wi-Fi repeater needs to receive a strong Wi-Fi signal, so the farther it is from your router, the weaker your signal will be. A Wi-Fi extender, on the other hand, connects directly to your home network through a wired connection. Then it creates a new Wi-Fi network, which means you will have to change Wi-Fi networks as you move around your home. Update your computer's drivers. Your computer has network drivers that allow you to connect to the internet. While Windows and Mac computers both push out the latest version of your drivers with each system update, there may be times when your drivers go out of date. To update your drivers on a Windows 10 PC, click the magnifying glass icon in the bottom left corner of your screen. Then type Device Manager into the search bar and click Open. In the Device Manager menu, right-click on the network adapter you want to update and choose Update Driver. To update your network drivers on a Mac, open System Preferences and click Software Update. If you see a button that says Update Now, click it. If you don't see this option, your drivers are already up to date. Change your DNS address. Your internet service provider assigns you a DNS, domain name system, address by default, which converts domain names into IP addresses. But you might be able to boost your Wi-Fi speed by using a third-party service instead. If your router lets you change your DNS address, some of the most popular addresses include Google's DNS server at 8.8.8.8 or Cloudflare's DNS server at 1.1.1.1. If requested, you can then use Google's secondary DNS address of 8.8.4.4 or Cloudflare's 1.0.0.1. Reset your router and modem. If your Wi-Fi is still slow, you might want to reset your router and modem to factory conditions. To do this, press and hold the reset button on the back of your device. However, this will erase all your custom settings, including your Wi-Fi passwords. Once you reset your router, you will need to use the default Wi-Fi network name and password that came with your device. If you don't remember this, you can check the bottom or side of your device. Then you should log into your router to change your settings. You should only reset your router and modem as a last resort, or if you recently upgraded your internet plan and your Wi-Fi speeds have not increased. Get a new Wi-Fi router. Your Wi-Fi speed and range heavily depend on your router. If you have an older router, it might not be able to support newer Wi-Fi standards. For example, an 802.11n router can support speeds up to 600 megabits per second, while an older 802.11g router can only support 54 megabits per second. The most common Wi-Fi standard these days is 802.11ac, which supports speeds up to 3,400 megabits per second, at least theoretically. So, if you are looking for a new router, make sure that it says 802.11ac, wireless AC, or Wi-Fi 5 on the box to ensure you get fast Wi-Fi speeds. If you really want to future-proof your network, you might want to upgrade to a Wi-Fi 6 router. This can increase your speed and lower latency, all while more devices are connected at the same time. This next-gen Wi-Fi technology is also called 802.11ax or wireless AX. Use a mesh Wi-Fi system. A mesh Wi-Fi system comes with a router and at least one access point, also known as a node. Basically, each of these nodes functions just like additional routers. So, you can place these nodes in any room where you want to boost your Wi-Fi signal range. Most mesh Wi-Fi systems let you buy as many nodes as you want, so you can blanket your entire home with a strong, reliable Wi-Fi connection. Each of these nodes will have the same network name and password, so you won't have to switch networks as you move around the home. Setting up a mesh system might be more expensive and complicated than a traditional router, but it also provides a long-term solution to your slow Wi-Fi woes. Upgrade your internet plan. If all else fails, you might need to call your ISP and ask them to upgrade your internet plan. While this can be a costly alternative to the steps listed above, you might have to upgrade your plan every few years in order to keep up with the pace of technology. Remember that you will never get the speeds that your internet service provider advertises for a plan under normal conditions. According to the FCC, most users only get internet speeds that are around 80% of the maximum speeds advertised by an internet service provider. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.